the conspiracies that people thought were crazy are actually coming true. Check this out.
Y'all, so I grew up with a conspiracy theorist father. And it's just so crazy to think how so many conspiracy theories that if you said in maybe like 2011, 2012, 2013, people would look at you like you're crazy. Yep. They're all coming into fruition, if not have already came into fruition. Like, for example, right, if you were to tell people, oh, they're listening to you on your phones and they're in there, you know, like using that to program you.
We know that's a fact now.
Like you're crazy. But now it's common knowledge that our phones listen to us and use that in order to advertise to us. If you were to say that there's a new world order that's being put into place in order to make basically everybody slaves, to make the rich get richer, people would look at you like you were crazy. Now that's just like, oh my God, that's just internet fodder. If you were to say that music is used to program people to think a certain way, act a certain way, in order to make certain demographics go into lifestyles that harm them, people would look at you like you were crazy. Some people still do in this day and age, but a lot of people are getting more hip to the truth. And I just think it's so funny because it's like, it just proves how much they try to discredit people and say, oh, these are conspiracy theories, these things are crazy, when truth is always going to be stranger than fiction. Like, truly, a lot of stuff that people acted like was so crazy, it's happening.
What do you give someone who already has everything? You give them the sound of a perfect share. Head to mychicagostate.com/rumble.co/rumble. Chicago State Company, top 2% of beef in America, USDA, prime and premium Angus, hand cut by master butchers. The kind of marbling that hits a hot pan and fills the whole house with that smell, that buttery meat goodness. You know, the ones spend $229 on any holiday order or your gifts arrive to your loved ones. Doors with 6 free petty ribeyes, plus free shipping. That's $240 in premium steaks, absolutely free. Then there's the unboxing, a black and gold gift box worth unwrapping, packed with dry ice, smoke roll out when they cracked it open. Christmas morning energy. It's not just any swear, it's dinner that becomes a memory. mychicagostate.com/rumble, RUMBLE.
To the Almighty, this is the call to the chosen and the true. Warriors of the Lamb, He is calling you.
The world is ran by select few. They tryna brand the name and bear us with a chip. But this the antidote. I'm hitting you with some truth. We not meant to survive, but that's the dirty truth. The world is ran by select few. They tryna brand the name and bear us with a chip. But this the antidote. I'm hitting you with some truth. We not meant to survive, and that's the dirty truth. They use mainstream media, distracted people, and they brainwash America with television. And they distract all our kids with these fantasies. But the real deep distraction, them sex trafficking, can you feel me? But this the antidote. But truth be told, this is his story. They don't give a fuck about the ghettos of America. They be pushing the drugs and the guns in the black communities. We was conquered off our land. White supremacy at its finest. It's all a setup now, and we fight the COVID virus. It's a new war order plan. Depopulate the fucking masses. The world is ran by select.
Every quote-unquote insane conspiracy theorists of like the last 20-30 years, I'm so sorry, you've literally been right about everything. You've been right about holy shit, every single conspiracy. You guys are 100 for 100 right now. Jesus.
So you believe us now? See, I don't consider myself as a conspiracy theorist. I consider myself a truther. And that truther is, I'm a person that give out God's message. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going into 2026. See, I should have posted this yesterday at 5/24/2025, but I'm posting this one on 5/25/25. And like I said, we gave y'all the messages. We are God's anointed ones, and like I said, it's a true calling and it's a true gift that we give y'all the message. Because now we're going to 2026, a lot of stuff is finna come down the pipe. And like I said, we was the ones that gave y'all the message. And now, if you still don't see what's going on, you ain't nothing but a bot. You ain't nothing but Satan's fucking play toy. You nothing but Satan's puppet. And you are a puppet to the Illuminati. As I post this video, and I ask people to share this long and wide, everything we've been telling y'all, it's been the truth. We wasn't trying to fearmonger nobody. We was the ones that were receiving downloads and the messages. And now, the truth is out. And now, we gotta get right with that. Or not, we die. And I don't feel like dying today. Now we seeing this shift. The shift of the truth. The shift that we've been not been living. We've been amongst the dead. Now it's time for us to rise. Because now we know the truth. Dice Game G here on We Are VishusTv Raw Vicious Network. And we give it to you real raw and unedited. The only thing I just wanted all this time is the truth. But I got it. I got it over 20 years ago. And now, if you just now waking up, now you know the truth. And all them lies they've been told us. And ever since they've been ranking us into school, we've been groomed since birth. And all of us that's been going to schools and stuff, they've been taking our gifts away. They've been taking lowering our vibrations. And I was always wondering, and I always knew something was wrong here. So all y'all people was doubting us, was saying we was crazy. You was crazy for not to believe in us. Because like I told you, we are God's anointed ones. And it's a gift. And I embrace it. And I embrace the truth. And I embrace this information. And I hope you do too. So, all y'all newcomers, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this long and wide. And you know what? We gonna win, and we are winning. I love y'all, and I'm out. Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today.
Honey, are you okay?
Get in.
Truman?
Look.
What?
I predict that in just a moment, we will see a lady on a red bike, followed by a man with flowers, and a Volkswagen Beetle with a dented fender.
Truman.
Look. Lady. Flowers. And...
Truman, this is silly.
There it is! There it is! There's the dented beetle! Yes!
That's right, Grover. This is the fiction section. Fiction means it's a made-up story. Fiction means it's a made-up story.
Well, why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
The person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet.
First of all, lad, we've got to get all these medieval ideas out of your head. Clear the way for new ideas. Knowledge of man's fabulous discoveries in the centuries ahead. Now that'll be a great advantage, boy.
Advantage indeed. If the boy goes about saying the world is round, they'll take him for a lunatic.
The world is round? Yes, that's right. And it also goes around.
Hi, Bob, what is this?
This is the Earth.
But why is it round?
Well, because the Earth is round.
Let's get right into it. Number 10. The untraceable assassination weapon. Imagine you're at a busy cafe in the 1970s. You feel a tiny sting, like a mosquito bite. By the time you look around, there's nothing to see. A few hours later, you're dead from what looks like a natural heart attack. This was a real weapon developed by the CIA. In 1975, Congress held hearings about this weapon. They even brought the gun to show everyone. The gun fired a tiny dart made of ice. This dart was smaller than the tip of a needle. Inside the ice was a super potent shellfish toxin. When the dart hit someone, it melted instantly. The toxin would cause a massive heart attack, and the evidence literally melted away. The only trace left behind was a tiny red dot, smaller than a mosquito bite. Even if someone found the mark, it just looked like the person got stung by something. During an autopsy, the toxin was nearly impossible to detect. It was the perfect weapon for making murder look like natural causes. The truth only came out because of a church committee investigation that accidentally stumbled onto it. The CIA had to admit it was real, but they never said how many times they used it, or if they still have these weapons today. Number 9. The city-sized germ test. In 1950, the US Navy secretly sprayed the entire city of San Francisco with bacteria. They called it Operation Sea Spray, an experiment to test how vulnerable American cities were to biological attacks. They filled giant sprayers with Serratia marcescens bacteria and blasted it into the city's fog. The bacteria spread through nearly all of San Francisco, forcing 800,000 residents to inhale it. The military celebrated their successful test, but things quickly went wrong. Doctors at Stanford University Hospital started seeing unusual cases of serious urinary tract infections. The cause was Serratia marcescens, the same bacteria used in the test. One patient, Edward Nevin, died from this infection. His grandson sued the government, but the court ruled national security was more important than one death. The government didn't stop there. They conducted similar tests in 239 other cities. This remained secret for decades until 1976, when the truth finally came out. The government had turned its own citizens into unwitting test subjects for biological weapons experiments. Number 8. How sugar barons paid scientists to lie. In 1967, sugar companies faced a crisis. Scientists were linking sugar to heart disease. Their product might become as controversial as cigarettes. The Sugar Research Foundation's solution was brilliantly evil: pay scientists to blame something else. They gave 3 Harvard scientists $50,000 in today's money to write a paper. The mission was clear: blame fat for heart disease and clear sugar's name. The paper got published in the prestigious New England Journal of Medicine. Everyone became terrified of fat, while sugar walked free. No one knew about these secret payments for decades. Scientists didn't have to disclose their funding sources back then. This launched the fat-free craze of the 80s and 90s. Those fat-free cookies and cakes simply replaced fat with sugar. While people avoided butter like poison, they were loading up on sugar instead. The truth stayed hidden until 2016, when researchers discovered letters between the sugar industry and the Harvard scientists. But the damage was done. Generations had been misled about nutrition. Number 7. Project Acoustic Kitty. The CIA actually spent millions of dollars trying to turn ordinary house cats into walking, purring surveillance devices. They surgically implanted a microphone in the cat's ear canal, a radio transmitter at the base of its skull, and wove an antenna into its fur. They were creating the world's first cyborg cat. These spy cats were supposed to wander near Soviet embassies, eavesdrop on secret conversations, and transmit everything back to CIA handlers. Because who would suspect a cat of being a spy? But cats don't follow orders. The CIA learned this the hard way during their first field test. They took their specially modified cat to a park outside a Soviet compound, released it from a van, and watched as their $1 million spy cat immediately wandered into traffic and got hit by a taxi. Their first spy cat lasted about 5 minutes before using up all 9 lives at once. The official CIA document about this failure is the most expensive "my cat got run over" story ever written. One agent wrote, "Our final conclusion was that cats are not very good at following instructions," and the CIA actually declassified documents about Project Acoustic Kitty in 2001.
The reptilian theory. The reptilian theory posits that shape-shifting reptilian aliens, often referred to as reptilians or lizard people, have infiltrated human society and secretly control the world. Popularized by conspiracy theorist David Icke, these beings are said to originate from the Draco constellation. According to Icke, reptilians disguise themselves as humans and occupy positions of power in governments, corporations, and other influential institutions. Key points. Origins. The idea of reptilian beings dates back to various ancient mythologies and folklore. Modern conspiracy theories were significantly developed by David Icke in the late 20th century. Reptilians are believed to come from a planet in the Draco constellation, Finding Earth. The theory suggests that reptilians discovered Earth through advanced technology and have been present for millennia, possibly influencing early human civilizations. Presence on Earth. Proponents argue that reptilians manipulate global events and control humanity from behind the scenes. They believe reptilians can shapeshift to blend in with humans. Evidence. Supporters cite alleged sightings, historical texts, and perceived anomalies in the behavior of world leaders as evidence of their existence. For those interested in increasing their knowledge about interesting topics and conspiracy theories, follow me for the best information across various categories. I strive to ensure you're well informed. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.
Vatican Audience Hall is part of some reptilian conspiracy?
Oh, absolutely. Let me lay it out for you. The very design of that audience hall, it's not just a coincidence. It's right there in front of your eyes. The shape, the architecture, all of it. You think it's just a beautiful hall, right? Remember, it's a serpent's mouth. And that's where it starts getting good. We're not talking about random symbolism here. We're talking about a deliberate design meant to reflect their true nature. The global elite manipulating the masses, speaking to us through that serpentine smile. They're not even hiding it. The truth is buried in the archives, right there in the Vatican. But who's looking? Certainly not the masses they've hypnotized.
But if it's that obvious, why aren't people questioning this?
Why indeed. You see, that's the brilliance of their design. Decades of narrative control have convinced people not to see what's right in front of their eyes. They've built this illusion so perfectly, so arrogantly, that even when you're staring at a literal reptilian structure, you just nod along, clap politely, and move on. And anyone who dares to challenge it, they're instantly silenced, discredited, brushed aside as lunatics. It's a system built to keep you right where they want you. But the red pill moment, it's right here. Once you see the serpent, you can't unsee it. That's the power they fear the most. So, why is the design a proof of control? Due to the fact that so few have noticed? That's just more proof of how deep this manipulation goes. It's time people wake up and see it for what it is.
In the shadowy corners of conspiracy lore lies one of the most outlandish and persistent beliefs, that Earth is secretly ruled by a race of shape-shifting reptilian aliens. Known as the reptilian overlords theory, this idea suggests that many world leaders, presidents, royals, media moguls, aren't human at all, but cold-blooded extraterrestrials wearing human skin. The theory gained traction in the 1990s, largely due to British author and former sportscaster David Icke. He claimed that a bloodline of reptilian beings from the Alpha Draconis star system had infiltrated human civilization thousands of years ago. These beings allegedly took control through manipulation, mind control, and interbreeding with elite human families. According to believers, Queen Elizabeth II, Barack Obama, and even pop stars like Beyoncé are not who they appear to be. They are, in fact, highly advanced reptilian shapeshifters maintaining order in a global hierarchy designed to enslave humanity through fear, surveillance, and economic control. The evidence? Grainy videos with suspicious eye movements, ancient mythologies referencing serpent gods, and a web of symbolism hidden in plain sight, from corporate logos to political rituals. For followers of the theory, these clues are not coincidence but coded proof of the reptile's dominance. Of course, scientists, psychologists, and pretty much every rational thinker dismiss the theory as pseudoscience at best and dangerous delusion at worst. Still, the idea resonates with some, especially those suspicious of authority, frustrated by inequality, or searching for a deeper explanation behind world events. Whether a sci-fi fantasy or a paranoid allegory, the reptilian overlords theory continues to thrive online, feeding into a wider distrust of power. It's a modern myth for the digital age, and perhaps a reminder of how easily fear and imagination can blur the lines between reality and fiction.
I'ma show y'all how it really be in your face. That's a reptilian eye and the Taco Bell symbol. I never looked at it like that till today, until somebody pointed it out in the comments. Yo, it's supposed to be a bell. Why the inside of it look like a reptilian eye? Symbolism everywhere.
Paying attention.
Watch out, they'll take you. They steal kids like you. Special ones. The power of your mind. That's what they want.
You promised me you're gonna stay out of trouble. Sorry, Mom. The school's been approached by a clinic upstate. They work with kids who are having a hard time. It's supposed to be a really great place. Okay.
Hi there, Jake. I'm Jill. I'm your intake administration supervisor.
What exactly do they do at your clinic? These guys have been working with the school for a long time.
No, that's okay, Lori.
He's just a healthy, growing boy.
I can assure you that all our tests are done in a kid-friendly environment.
We have a great deal of experience with odd obsessions. Our approach is actually very gentle compared to school. Mom, can we pack?
Yeah.
What's wrong? What is them? What? It's the skin people from my dream. You need to stop this. We have to listen to me.
Shapeshifting is done by the elites, aka the reptilians, in order to hide amongst us. This is the whole point of the Illuminati bloodline, the 13 royal bloodline families. What's so royal about the bloodline? It's extraterrestrial. It's not from the planet Earth. All of these higher ups and these elites are just high-ranking reptilians. When you deal with ancient texts or ancient stories, every ancient civilization has a reference of a dragon or a serpent being coming out of the ground. All ancient civilizations reference an inner earth world. Even the Egyptians, for these fake Kemetic niggas who act like they just don't understand spirituality or nothing, the Egyptians called it the world of Duat. Buddhist monks called it Shambhala. So we can go on and on and on about the inner earth and the beings that live there. It's another, there was another Navy, wow, I can't get his name, but look him up. There was a Navy pilot, I want to say maybe 20-30 years ago, if I got my if my approximate time calculation is correct, he actually crashed his Navy plane and fell into a hole in the earth and reported, and this is documented by the government, that there were woolly mammoths down there, there were trees down there, there were dinosaurs down there, and there were all kind of life down there that scientists say is extinct. So we are only on the roof of our planet. This is like the roof of our house, and we actually supposed to be able to go into the earth. So like when meteorites and meteor showers come, we go get protected. But this is why white people use borders and they set up shit like that, and reptilian beings use the white race as a pawn and set up things like that, so that we never explore our planet. So if you don't believe you a slave and you think you're free, why can't you leave the country without a passport, without permission? Because there's certain places of the world they don't want you to go. Like Alaska, for example. Reptilians have been down